evening, everybody. Mr. Holman, Miss Duval, how you doing? Good to see you on the call. Homero, Dr. Keith, Angel, good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know who that is. That's probably you, Ed. Ed, Mr. Whitaker, Alexa, good to see you. Alexa, always good to see the ninja staff on the call. And the Smalls are here, and Paulette Nurse. How you guys all doing? How you guys all doing? I'm doing all right. Thanks for the question. I'm actually had a little rough rough go around here with the recent surgery. I don't know how many of you guys heard the stories now or not, but I had the surgery on Friday. Was back home on Saturday. We got a foot and a half of snow Saturday night. I fell on Sunday and tore some stitches out. Went to the hospital Sunday and had that fixed up, and then went back in for a checkup yesterday, and they decided that they needed to put in a drain tube, so they opened me back up and put a drain tube in to drain off the fluid behind the incision. So I'm sitting here on the webinar tonight, no joke, with tubes hanging out of me from the incision. It's a good thing that you guys are looking at my screen and not a video camera, because I don't look very good tonight, let me tell you something. But I absolutely could not miss this webinar. We've got so many people. The response to this thing was absolutely overwhelming. We were knocking on like 1,500 people registered for this thing. So I couldn't miss it. We couldn't reschedule. We couldn't cancel. And I don't really want to. And the reality is, other than the fact that, I got tubes poking out of my gut, I feel pretty decent. So it's not that big a deal. I'm glad to be here with everybody. And it's worth being here for. So how you guys all doing? Yeah, best wishes. Thank you. Is Terry on the call? Terry, are you on the call? Terry, I got the package that you sent me, and I can't eat it, and it's driving me nuts because it looks really, really good. I'll have to definitely place another order from that place in Missouri there. So appreciate that. Thanks for the Christmas gift. Yeah, so if any of you guys are sending me Christmas gift like fruit baskets and stuff, don't. I can't eat them. So with the recent surgery, I'm pretty much on hot water and chicken broth for a couple of days anyway here. So, but all is well. There are lots of people that have it a lot worse than I do. As a matter of fact, I got it pretty good. So, no, Driscoll, the fruit wasn't fermented. I'd have forced it down if that was the case. Let's see. Yeah, right. It is a great way to lose some weight when you can't eat nothing. I'll give you that. Trace says, hey, Dave, I live here in Minnesota and own 2 cell phone stores in West St. Paul and Evergrove Heights. Yeah, I would love to meet you someday and have a cup of coffee, Tracy. Whereabouts over there in the West St. Paul? Just out of curiosity. I grew up in the West St. Paul there. I got deep family roots over there, so I know Robert Street like the back of my hand. Let's see, what else we got in here? Is there any truth that Wrecking Ball version 6 won't work in the UK? No, there's no truth to it whatsoever, Jonathan. It'll work over there just fine. I'm Mendota Road, right off of Highway 52. All right, I'm with you. I'm thinking Mendota Road, right off Highway 52. Is that backed by the car dealerships, Tracy? Hey, John, how you doing? Let's see, Canada here. Any news about Australia for Twilio? I spoke with our Twilio rep 2-3 days ago. I guess it was like last Thursday or Friday. And they're telling me that it's the first of the year. They're going to have a major announcement. South St. Paul, West St. Paul border, Mendota Road. Oh, yeah. I'm with you. I know where you're at. Dale says, will everything cross over from version 5? We'll talk about that here on the call. Has Twilio said anything about this patent thing? No, because it's not really their problem. Mr. Borchers from Colorado Springs, how you doing? Yeah, it's cold here too. We got 1.5 feet of snow on Saturday, Al. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Good to see you too, Scott. Barry, how you doing? We have so many people registered for this thing, you guys. Absolutely do not leave the call because you are probably not going to get back on. Stephanie Henry's on the call. Good to see you, Steph. And Stephanie has actually sent me a Skype message. Stephanie's got a new outside salesperson that she's hanging out with tonight, and they're on the webinar. They're going to be out working the $1,000 a day method in, mass destruction, as we say, mass SMS destruction down in the Tampa area with her new salesman. I believe his name is Mark. Yeah, let's talk about the patent thing for just a second. I guess that's cool. Here's my take on it. Now, obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so don't listen to me. If you're concerned about it, seek your own legal advice. It's a nuisance lawsuit, and I think it's going away. I don't think that's a patent that they'll be able to defend. There's big money and big power fighting it. So it seems like a frivolous, can't win patent. I know there's a couple of companies out there that paid the license fee, and I think they're going to regret it. So James says, what patent issue? There's a company out of, I believe, Chicago that apparently has a patent on sending a hyperlink in a text message. And they sued a couple of people about it. But like the New York Times is fighting it, and there's a lot of money behind squashing this thing, and I just don't see it. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think they'll be able to. I don't think they got a ground to stand on. So the company behind the patent is actually that's their specialty, is nuisance patents. So my personal opinion is it's going away. I don't think personally. I mean, in order for them to come after you. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Consult your own attorney. In order for them to come after you, you're going to have to be making enough money for them to warrant the legal fees to chase you down. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So I'm not too worked up about it. It's business as usual for us. I think it's business as usual for most companies, and I just don't see it as a problem. So they would never come after Twilio because Twilio is not, Twilio is just a provider. Twilio's not the one violating the patent. Again, I'm not a lawyer, just my opinion. But they would be coming after the service providers, not the carriers, if they were going to make a move like that. So, yeah, exactly. They're only suing companies that can pay multi-million-dollar settlements. They're suing companies that, paying a $750,000 settlement is cheaper than defending a lawsuit for them. So, is this the call about version 6? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'd like to have that problem too, Richard, to be honest with you. If somebody wanted to, if somebody wanted to sue me because I was making millions and millions of dollars, that would be a good problem to have. Let's see. For us total WBSMS newbies, what is the patent issue? We just talked about that. If you Google it, you'll find it. Let's see. I'm going to be. What else we got here? There's so many questions in the Skype box, you guys. Did I see your post Sunday on Skype? No, I didn't, Jay. I'll go back and troll through that after the call. I've been a little fuzzy the last couple of days. I apologize. But I'm trying to get back in the... Wow, that hurt. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Uh, this version 6 is going to be self-hosted. We'll talk about that on the call. Let's see, Dave, is the only thing you do SMS, or do you do other offline stuff? Well, we do some stuff with some apps and some other stuff. Let's see. Jay says I do it all. Yeah, I bleed real good too, Jay. Just for the record. So I also crash things very, very well. I don't know if that's considered an offline art or not. Yeah, it is 11 minutes after. There's still tons and tons of people showing up, but let's get the thing going. I agree with you, Rick. Rick's getting a little bitchy. Rick says he wants to get going. So what this call is all about tonight is a couple of things. First of all, the new Wrecking Ball version 6, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, and then our new 69696 short code. So we're going to talk about those things tonight. Just a little precursor here to me showing you this version 6. When we originally set out and built this thing, we built it for ourselves. We never had any intention of releasing it to anybody. We were going to try and compete head-to-head, with Trumpia on a national level and all of those kinds of guys. And we decided just about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that it would be probably in our group's best interest, that's you guys, if instead of competing against you, we took this new platform and we converted it into Wrecking Ball version 6.0. So that's what we've decided to do, is give it away as Wrecking Ball version 6. Now, if you're completely new and you haven't been on any of the platforms so far, what you're looking at on the screen is version 5. And version 5 has some awfully nice features added to it and brand new benefits. The new My Phone system is incredible. We've added a ton more stuff to it. With version 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 is that, very frankly, we learned some lessons when we were coding it. And there's been lots and lots of feature requests that we've looked at that we just can't do because we didn't think of them early on or early enough in the development of the system, and we just can't go back and add those features in. So with version 6, we can absolutely do that, and we've added almost every feature that we think you guys could possibly want. So I'm going to actually just pop over here and show you this real quick. Let me pull it up here real quick. So this is the new version 6 platform that you're seeing on the screen right here. Now, in order to get our shortcode licensed and through the approval process, we had to publish it. We had to publish a website and take care of all that front end stuff to get through the carrier approval. So we originally developed this as a platform called Woot Text. Okay, and if you go to woottext.com, you'll see our front end website, which has to stay in place in order to stay compliant with the carrier approval on the shortcode. So we are in the process of giving you guys the options to change colors and get rid of the owl and things of that nature. This is going to be completely white label and completely brandable, just like your current Wrecking Ball SMS platform. We're working on the final solutions to move from version 5 to version 6 right now. And we think this is going to be absolutely huge. Well, we know it's going to be huge for everybody in the SMS game. So I just want to give you a brief walkthrough. There's still a couple of things in here that aren't plugged in and aren't working. Just to answer a couple of questions, yes, this does work with Twilio long codes, just like the Wrecking Ball SMS system. So we have no intention of trying to make money on your text credits on those long codes. So this system will integrate with Twilio with your account SID and auth token, just like your current Wrecking Ball software. It will install on your server, and again, we'll host it for you just like we do with version 5. But we want to make sure that this is a very smooth transition for you. Let's see. Driscoll says, does anybody with SMS 5.0 that started with 1.0 object to paying a bit extra for this or future upgrades? Yeah, David, you know, we debated that too. There's a lot of people here that we call legacy members that bought the original Wrecking Ball software when it was the SMS Monster about a year ago and paid $131 for a one-time fee. We've decided to honor that commitment as well with no additional fees. So we didn't have to do that. We could have very easily charged everybody quite a bit more for this platform. Typically, if you want to get a white label platform, doesn't matter what it is, I don't care if it's an app builder or an SMS platform, you're going to pay $300-400 a month, you know. So we're not going to do that to anybody. We are going to honor every price point that it's ever been sold at, and that's just the way we like to play it. And you know, we're going to continue to play it that way going forward. So everybody that's in, you know, even if you're in at the most current price, which is $47 a month, we're going to give everybody one last crack at getting in on the Wrecking Ball SMS system, and then we'll be doubling the price. So yes, it will have the coupon builder built in. Let me just walk you through this thing. And again, there's a couple of things that are missing here still as this thing goes into development. We'll talk about timing in just a little bit here. So just across the top here, my account tab, you know, pretty standard stuff. Let me log back in. So, you know, and that'll be customizable too on the white label, you know. So typical account settings kind of stuff. All your client settings would be in here. We're going to be putting the training, again, we just decided to give this away, so this will be gone in the white label. You know, don't get worked up about that. But we're going to have all of the training right in here. You can see as you hover over the training, we've tried to make this new platform as easy to use and completely intuitive as we can. So as you hover over the training, you can see the icon changes out, so you know what you're looking for training on. And we'll have the videos in here and the PDF guides for everything, and then support links, and you'll be able to route these support links to your support desk. It has an all-new scheduler in it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It has an all-new scheduler in it that has a bunch of features and functionality in it that the old one didn't have. It's substantially easier to use, but functions the same. So, you know, all of your campaigns will be posted right in here. Let me hit the back button here. That'll be easiest. Here you can add credits, you know, if you're running low on credits, your clients are running low on credits. All of your phone number shopping gets handled right in here. Here's where you would add, you know, a Twilio phone number. And the short code integration will be somewhere in there as well. The IVR, this is your phone flow system and does all of the same things that the Wrecking Ball system does, but kind of laid out in a new, a little bit more intuitive fashion. Built-in appointment keeping and appointment reminder software. Okay. The coupon builder is going to be right in here. So these are, you know, your basic tabs. This is a really cool feature. This is the SMS inbox. Ed, you must have deleted a message out of here. There was one here just not too long ago. This allows you to text back and forth. So this is like an email box. So you can text back and forth with clients. And when there's a new message, it shows up in here just like an email. And you click on it, and you can expand it, read it, and reply to it right from within here.
Generally how that works, Dave, is if somebody texts in a keyword that's not recognized, it essentially becomes like an email message, and then you can correspond back and forth.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's got all new list keeping functionalities. So SMS subscriber list, similar reporting to what you're used to, but with some more robust search features. So you can see all of that here. Typical send SMS feature. We've got the SMS, the voice, the MP3. So this is the robo voice sending. I want to get into the most important part of this, which is the campaign functionality. So we have all of our campaigns in here that you're used to seeing. But what we've done is we've actually gone in here and made this extremely user friendly. So I'm just going to give this a campaign title and keyword here real quick and save this. Now what we've done is we've actually set this up. First of all of these editing windows are now JavaScript drag and drop. You can resize all of these and you can lay out your workspace any way that you want, okay? But what we've tried to do is actually step you through a campaign setup. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to go step by step, right? And finish this guy out. And it'll tell you if it's not finished or not active. For instance, you would come in here. Well, let's just do this, I guess. Let me show you this. So you would come in here. You would put your tracking info in. We've got a help section, for each one of these fields. You would enter your keyword. If you're using our short code, you'd pick your short code keyword. You put your campaign message, your if member, the wrong keyword message. Come down here and move on to the next step, right? Oh, my mouse is acting up now too. That's awesome. Why can't I click off of this? There it goes. Wireless mouse. That's awesome. So, what you want to do on a webinar, just for the record, is you want to make sure that your mouse batteries are not dying. Here in the next window, you'd pick your phone number, and then you have the options. So what we've done currently in the Wrecking Ball system, you kind of associate your autoresponders and things of that nature. Lead generation is its own campaign. With the Woot system, all of those things are optional add-ons to each and every campaign. If I click the advanced campaign options here, it'll start asking us questions. Do we want to use an autoresponder? Yes. Okay, so if we turn that on, if we turn on some split testing, then we would come down into our autoresponder window, which is down here somewhere, and we would add these autoresponders down here. So now all of the autoresponders, I didn't save that, did I? That's why. Let me just save that real quick. Turn that, and I'm just going to save that. So we would come down here into the autoresponder window, and let me hit refresh, and add our autoresponders in their own separate window. So from here, we could add our autoresponders. We can forward campaigns.
Select your tab, Dave, at the very top. Select the tab that belongs to the campaign at the top. All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
First thing you do when you get to a campaign page is you got to select the tab. It says in the yellow right there.
Right. So, let me go back down here then. So you would, where is it? There it is. So you would add the autoresponders in here. They're all inline editable, right? They still function on the calendar just like everything else. Pretty cool and fairly intuitive. Like I said, we're still working a handful of the bugs out. We've got all new campaign statistics in here that you're going to be able to do get all of your reporting in here. We're going to be using, the visualization APIs. So it'll be very, very robust. The My List, we've got all kinds of new functionality in here for imports and exports on the My List features. And then probably one of the coolest things, in my opinion, are these logical functions. What you're going to be able to do with these is remove, like if you have an Aweber account, you're going to be able to have people text in a keyword. Let's say they're on your list, pizza. And they text in the keyword beer. You can come in here to Logical and choose to remove them from the pizza list or keep them on the pizza list, put them on both lists, move them to a different list. All of those kinds of things are going to be doable in here with like if-then statements. We've got places where you can come in here and put in campaign notes just for your record, and then you can print those notes out anytime you want. We'll have more training in here for each and every one of these tabs as it goes in. And then let me see. I want to get back up here. What do you guys think so far? I know my mouse is just horrible. There's about 18 questions in the question box about how bad my mouse is. Yeah, it is pretty awesome, isn't it? We think it's pretty good too. If I go here, what do I want to do here? And I do this. Well, that would take me back to the campaign. Ed, where's the delete campaign where I can show them the button?
It's inside the actual SMS. It's inside the SMS campaign window. Go down.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah. So when you delete a campaign, you can move the subscribers over to a different campaign. So you can delete a campaign, but just move the subscribers from that campaign into another one. Okay? So, yeah, Dance has been here since version 3. It's amazing to see the transformation. Will the version 6 support the UK pound sign? That's a great question, Ken, and yes, it will. So, is there a client interface? Yes, it's going to function just like the Wrecking Ball SMS system. It's going to be completely white label. You'll be able to put as many clients on it as you want. They'll only have access to the stuff you want them to have access to. Let's see, what else do we need to tell them about here, Ed? That's all new.
We're going to do the appointment reminders coming in here. The IVR from the Wrecking Ball is coming in here.
Yeah.
The coupon builder's coming in here.
Coupon builder, yeah. So what we've really tried to do, you guys, is give you the one-stop shop and make it super easy and super intuitive for you guys to work. Yes, it will integrate with the Magic Box. Yes, it will integrate with SPS. I know there's a lot of questions there about will it integrate with SPS. Absolutely it will. Any new payment gateways? We've got PayPal and First Data in here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're working on
Authorize.net.
Thank you. Authorize.net. Yeah. So those are in process, and we're working on that. Yeah, Rex, I know you're a PayPal hater. What's SPS? That's a question for another webinar. We should do another SPS webinar. We got a lot of those questions. We'll have to do that in the very near future, Ed. What's the
4 months since our last one, I think.
Yeah, probably. What's the loyalty feature? This would be your punch card style campaign to replace those paper punch cards. For those of you that are new, if this is the first time you're seeing it, we are also the only SMS system that I'm aware of, and we've searched high and low. We actually have a patent applied for on this, on the viral campaign. Okay, now we've added some new functionality to the viral campaign too that we just couldn't do on the old Wrecking Ball system. So in version 6, we're able to take that to the next level as well. What's the viral campaign? Everybody's asking. Imagine this. You get your pizza, you order a pizza, the pizza guy delivers your pizza. On top of the pizza, there's a coupon that says, would you like 50% off your next pizza? Text pizza to this keyword, or text pizza to this phone number. You text pizza in, you get a link back with a discount coupon, and then a minute later you get another message that says, would you like your next pizza for free? Share this offer with 10 of your friends and get your next pizza for free. Text share to get started. So you text share back in. You're sent a unique code that you can text to all your buddies and say, hey, get 50% off of a pizza over here at the pizza guy. Text this code to this number. And when 10 or 50 or 100 of them, or whatever the number that you set, do it, then you will, then you get your gift, your free pizza. Yes, it integrates with SM Schema. Let's see. Should I be, that's a great question, Adrian. Should I be learning Wrecking Ball version 5 or should I wait for this? You should learn Wrecking Ball version 5. The fundamentals and the methodology, methodology all transfers over. So none of that's going to be wasted. If you learn and master version 5, stepping into version 6 is going to be very, very easy for you. So I don't think it's time wasted to learn version 5. So, yeah, Stacy says it looks way more intuitive. You're absolutely right. Dave, I'm on 4. Should I upgrade to 5 or just wait? No, I would upgrade. We're going to be passing this out. I know there's several of you that are in our test group on the call tonight. We're going to be passing this out to the test group within the next week and a half. We're going to start mass testing. Now, we've been testing internally for a month and a half, 2 months on it, and most of it's pretty solid. We're going to be testing inside of the test group within the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be passing this out in beta right around, I'm going to say, end of the first week in January, right around January 10th, something like that. So that's the timing on it. We will call it beta until we have at least 50, 60 copies of it out there and the bug reports die down. So, it'll be available to all. Once we decide it's ready for beta, it will be available to all Wrecking Ball SMS customers as a beta. Okay? So we're not going to hold it back until it comes out of beta. We will give it to you in beta, but be aware of the fact that it will be a beta release and there might be a bug that pops up. So, it's software. The most robust, expensive software on the planet still has bugs. So, we can't duplicate every single situation across every single possibility. So there's always going to be some bugs. Okay. Yeah, a lot of that. Harvey says I'd like to switch from Avid sooner than later. I'm with you. Let's talk about short codes for a second. Actually, I should probably troll through here and just see. Now is a good time for questions. You guys, there's about 500 questions in the question box. So if I missed your question, I apologize. Are you adding the call tracking with the whisper message? It's already in here. Actually, version 5's got it as well. What about the database of version 5? Does this install seamlessly? Yes, Dan, we're working that out, so you'll be able to transfer directly over. Let's see. I don't know what that means. Patrick says I had an awesome meeting with the main man over here, owner of 65 Hungry Howies. I don't know what a Hungry Howies is, but last week in Florida, very excited. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Will version 6 allow messages longer than 160 characters? I don't know if we thought of that, to be honest with you. Ken? Ed, can we put a stacking feature in here?
We should be able to,
like
yeah.
VBXs? We should be able to, right? Mm-hmm. There you go, Ken. We did that just for you, brother. Let's see. Will the passwords be encrypted in the DB? You mean the client passwords, Tim? Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. Can we have two-way communication with appointment reminders? Yes, you can. Yes, it is self-hosted, Paul. Now, just like we do with the current Wrecking Ball software, we will host it for you on our dedicated server, but you are welcome to install it on your own hosting as well. Will you have any upgrade issues if you're self-hosted? We're going to do our best to eliminate any of those issues. I wouldn't expect any. Let's see. I'm brand new and just forwarded a domain name to your service. Does that mean that the new system will be working now? No. You'll be installing this, which is Wrecking Ball version 5. And when the new version 6 is ready, we will let you all know. And you will have an opportunity, to decide whether it's time or whether you want to wait till it comes out of beta, all that kind of stuff. Rick says, hey, Dave, I just recently signed up, wondering what are the advantages of hosting with you versus my own hosting. Rick, there's exactly one advantage to letting us host it, and that is we auto-install the software for you. That's it. There are some disadvantages that come with it. If you want us to host it, you need to point name servers of a domain to us. If you want to host it yourself, you can put it anywhere you want it. You can put it on a subdomain. You can put it in a subdirectory. So it's actually better. The reason we offer the free cPanel hosting is because we found that about 50% of our support came from poor installations. Okay, so we wanted to devise a system where we could auto install it, and that is the only reason we offer that hosting. If you've ever installed a piece of software that involves a MySQL database, this is absolutely no different. It is no harder. As a matter of fact, it's easier than a lot of them, and we would recommend that you host it on your own server. However, if that frightens you, we will host it for you and auto-install it. Is it possible to import opt-in contacts from another SMS platform into this? Yes, it is. Now, if you're going to be using the shortcode and you want to do that, then we'll need to, there's an application or a form that we're going to make you fill out. We want to know where the leads came from, and we're going to want to see proof that you have permission to send to those leads. But as far as if you're on long codes through Twilio, I mean, the import-export functionality is here. So it's just about, making sure that you're not just buying phone numbers off eBay and dumping them in here. Let's see. Does version 6 have any integrated branded billing invoicing built in? Yes, it does. Just like version 5 does. Could you add your own shortcode? Yes, if you wanted to buy your own shortcode, you could absolutely run this with your own shortcode instead of sharing one. That would be no problem whatsoever. Let's see, how do credits work for the shortcode? We're going to talk about that. We'll be able to send a blast. Let's see. Yes, you could send birthday reminders using the calendar system. Yes, strange punctuations will work on the new system. Not all of them, but yeah, commas, apostrophes, that's not going to be a problem here. Can we transfer back to your hosting from self-hosting? Yeah, Kevin, we could work that out. Just put a support ticket in, and I'm sure we can figure that out. Let's see. Question, conversation mode. Back and forth text, simulate a conversation. Yes, Bob, you must be late to the call. We talked about that already. But yes, we have it. It's the new inbox feature. Does the host have to have cPanel? No. Lydia, the host does not have to have cPanel. However, if you're not on a cPanel hosting, if you're on some goofy ass hosting like one-and-one, we're not going to be able to help you. The reality here is you can pick up a HostGator baby plan for $4 a month or $4.99 a month, and we highly recommend a cPanel-based Linux hosting platform. Just so when you do have a problem, we know how to help. Some of the other platforms out there that are running Plesk, those kinds of things, we have a very difficult time helping you because we're just not familiar with them. Let's see. The time and the date at the top is server-based. Time and date at the top. I see a date.
Yes,
yeah,
it is server-based, and it's easy overridden with a PHP ini file.
There you go. Dave, could we run both 5 and 6 platforms? Yeah, you could. Is there any reason why this would not be a good idea? The only downside to that, Lou, is making a mistake and accidentally writing a phone number in Twilio to the wrong platform by clicking a button. That would be the only downside, is you would potentially jack your Twilio account up if you weren't extremely careful when setting up new numbers and new clients. But as far as compatibility goes, yeah, you could absolutely do that. Dave, I've had several of my customers that are wondering about simplicity of install. Many have had trouble installing and wondering if that process is any less cumbersome. Uh, no, and that's why. Oh, hi, Jason. How you doing? And that's why we offer that auto install. We do also offer, if you want to put it on your own hosting, and you want somebody to install it for you on your hosting, we do that as well. And inside of the members area, um, there's a link you can click on to have it professionally installed on your hosting. The installation process on this is going to be no different than version 5. You're going to need to create a MySQL database. You're going to need your Twilio auth and SID, and walk through the steps. So all of the videos are in the members area, and we have new videos coming, so it's not a difficult process, but if you do have trouble with it and you want to just get it taken care of, we do have some solutions for that as well. Let's see. Lydia says, I would rather not have it installed on a server in the US. Okay. That's cool. More questions about the patent. Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the call. I'm not going to get into it again. Watch your replay. Let's see. Can we move it to our hosting if we go with your hosting at first? Yeah, you can. Moving it is not. Moving it requires a little bit of work, okay? So I would encourage you to formulate a plan and stick to it. You'll save yourself a lot of grief, but it can be moved. It requires a database export and then an import into the database that you're moving to. It can be done, but we're not going to teach you how to do that. Is my point. If you're handy with PHP admin, MyAdmin, and you're handy with MySQL databases, it's not going to be an issue for you whatsoever. But we're not going to teach you how to move the thing around, just so you know. Let's see, will there be any materials to give our customers to help them? Well, there will be training videos. There will be white label training videos for the version 6. So are there additional fees for using the shortcode? Yes, there will be. Let's talk about the shortcode. What we've got, you guys, and I don't have anything to put up on the screen here really. What we've got is we've got a brand new shortcode. Okay, 69696. We were lucky, we worked hard, and we paid through the nose to get a nice symmetrical shortcode. Is anybody on the call watching The Voice, the television show The Voice? Just out of curiosity. If you noticed on The Voice, they're voting on the shortcode 97979 or 79797, one or the other. There was a story, they paid a ridiculous amount of money to get a symmetrical shortcode like the one that we have. So we paid a pile of money to get that. The approval process has been an absolute nightmare. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never had to jump through so many hoops in my entire life as to get approval for a shared shortcode across all of the carriers. Okay. Matt says, are there deliverability issues with long codes? What is the advantage of a shortcode? That's a great question. Shortcodes are obviously much, much faster. Long codes send at a rate of about 1 per second. We recommend that you throttle that back. Both the Wrecking Ball version 5 and the version 6 have the ability to throttle that send. We recommend that you throttle that back to about 1 every 3 seconds. Okay. As far as deliverability goes, if a phone number of yours gets flagged as spam, now I've only heard of this happening one time, and we had some pretty deep discussions with our rep at Twilio, and we put in a throttling feature. But as far as deliverability outside of a spam envelope, no, there's not really a problem. The problem is if you have a list of 5,000 people. You're going to be hard pressed to do that in a narrow window of time on a long code. Can be done, don't get me wrong, can be done. But you're going to be limited to 3,600 messages an hour on a long code. Whereas on a short code, you can get in, let me see, what's the math? It's going to be like 12,000 messages an hour. Okay? So, Ed, do you understand that question? The SMPP versus the SMTP question? Isn't that email?
Yeah, it's email protocol, yeah.
Yeah, so that has nothing to do with this. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to speak out of turn. So we have a new version. We have a new shortcode, 69696. Everybody on the Wrecking Ball system's been asking for it for a long time. So we have no keywords registered on it, and we've been trying to figure out a way to give everybody a fair shot at the keyword pizza. Because let's face it, if you want the keyword pizza right now on a short code, you aren't getting it. There's no place in the country you can get the keyword pizza on a short code right now without buying your own short code.
I think the gentleman that has the 69 Hungry Howies is going to want that keyword.
Yeah, probably. So what we've decided to do is we've come up with our best guess at what we think the premium keywords are going to be based on our research. So we know everybody wants pizza. We know everybody wants beer. We know everybody probably wants tires. We know all those obvious keywords. And what we've decided to do is we're going to auction those keywords off. Okay? We've got this set up. Where did it go? Here it is right here. This will be ready probably within a week. And what you'll be able to do is you'll actually be able to bid on the keywords that you want. Okay? Highest bidder wins the keyword and pays that much per month to own that keyword. Now, one of the really cool things about what we're doing is we're going to allow you, we've got a system in place that if you think, I don't know how to spell this out. Okay, let's say you decide that people really want the keyword pizza. Okay, we're going to allow you to buy the keyword pizza, whether you need it or not. If you're the high bidder, you win. Okay, we've got provisions in place so if Pizza Hut comes looking for the keyword pizza on a short code, we've got a system in place where they will be able to make you an offer on that keyword. Okay, so if you happen to be the owner of pizza and somebody who needs the keyword pizza comes knocking, there will be an opportunity for you to sublet the keyword to them for a profit. Okay? So we thought that was the best way to handle it because we don't want you to buy keyword pizza and sit on it and do nothing with it, and then somebody comes along who can really use it, but they can't get it. This way, it's just a supply and demand issue. Okay? So, yeah, keyword squatting, I guess, for lack of a better term, that's what we're talking about here. But there's really no other fair way to do it. We could have kept all 300 premium keywords for ourselves and sold them for a ridiculous amount of money, we didn't want to do that to you guys. We wanted, market rates to set, supply and demand. So everybody's got, yeah, exactly. An auction's very fair. Everybody here that signs up for short code access has a shot at the keyword pizza, has a shot at the keyword beer. And if you sit on beer for 2 months and somebody else wants beer, well, they can make you an offer on it, and you can decide whether or not you want to take it or whether you want to keep it. I don't understand that question, Eugene. We think we've got a system in place that's going to work just fine. We're going to be testing it, and and maybe the squatting portion of it, the profitability. Now, I wouldn't recommend. I should say this too. So, don't just go buy the keyword pizza because you think you're going to be able to turn a buck on it in 2 months. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is if you have a legit use for the keyword pizza, you buy it, you're using it, but then somebody comes along and offers you $1,000 a month for it. Well, we want to make sure that there's a way to put them in touch with you. Okay? We're only going to be taking about 150 people that we're going to share this short code across, because we don't want it to turn into 10,000 people fighting for the keyword pizza. So we're going to be strictly limiting the keywords or the short code access. You do have to be a Wrecking Ball SMS customer to buy into the short code. Okay? I actually did a little slide on here. Let me pull this up real quick here. So this kind of talks about it. The short code in version 6 will go live right around the 15th of January. We actually think it's going to be a little quicker than this. Okay? But that's what we're saying. Okay? Let me do this. Make it a little bigger here. So the short code in version 6 will go live right around the 15th of January. The keyword auction is going to start shortly after Christmas. And don't worry, we'll give you plenty of time. You'll have at least a week of notice that the auction's going to start, and the auctions will run for at least a week. So can you guys see my screen? Terry says can't see your screen.
I can see it, Dave.
Yeah, everybody else can see it, Terry. Not sure what's up. Sorry about that. So the keyword auction will start probably the week right after Christmas. Open or blind auction. Ed, is the software set up? Is it open or blind? It's got to be blind, isn't it?
It's open.
Is it open?
No, it's an open auction where you.
Perfect. Perfect. So yeah. So I mean, you'll be able to see who's bidding on what, and that there's no hijinks going on. Ken says, "How did you pick the premium keywords?" We're still picking them, Ken. We're still finalizing that list. We've searched high and low and come up with what we think is going to be the premium keyword list. Now, non-premium or regular keywords are going to be $2 per month per keyword. Okay? Yeah, the list will be published. That'll all be taken care of inside of the auction site. Okay? Credits on the short code, depending on the quantity that you buy, are going to range from 2.5 cents to 5 cents. Okay? Now, the only way you're going to have to pay a nickel a text is if we're going to have like a test pack of 100 credits. It's going to be $4.99. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're going to be like 2.5 cents to 3.5 cents per text message. Okay. Steve asked, does the short code work in Canada? No, Steve, it doesn't. Unfortunately, the short code is in fact USA only. There's nothing I can do about it. Don't yell at me. Nothing I can do about it. If Canada comes up with short codes, we'll talk about picking one up. That's not an issue. We didn't have access to it. There's nothing we can do. It does work in Puerto Rico, Carlos. Yes, it does. Let's see. What else? Oh, the question box is moving so damn fast. Yeah, long codes. Okay, version 6 still uses your Twilio account, so we're not going to get in the middle of your Twilio account. Okay, we have to make a markup on text message credits on the shortcode, and I'll tell you exactly why. Okay, because sooner or later you're going to leave the platform or abandon the keyword. People are going to continue to text in, and we're going to have to eat that cost. You see what I'm saying? We have to pay anytime a credit is used, regardless of whether or not it's legit. So we have to turn a little bit of a profit on the credits. So we could very easily charge, you know, a nickel plus a credit. We didn't want to do that. So on long codes, full phone numbers, you'll be able to, you know, tie right to your own Twilio account, and you'll get them at cost, just like you always have been. Okay? Terry says, are texting in free? No, it's not, Terry. It's not. We have to pay for that credit anyway. Ken says, can we use Twilio shortcodes? Twilio doesn't have any shortcodes, Ken. You have to buy a shortcode. A regular shortcode's $1,000 a month. A vanity shortcode's $1,500 a month, and there's about a 4-month approval process. And if you don't have all your ducks in a row and you're not a legit business entity and you don't have everything in place, you won't get through carrier approval. Trust me. Just got done going through it. Let's see. Where's the link, please? What time on Christmas Day? Not going to be, the auction's not going to start on Christmas Day, you guys. Okay? I'm just saying it's going to start that week, and we'll notify everybody. Okay? You guys will have plenty of time. What's the buy-in cost? That's a great question. Here's what we've decided to do. Many of you have been on a webinar recently where we've sold Wrecking Ball SMS. And at the time we ran those webinars, which is just going back about 10 days ago, we had every intention of raising the price coming off of version 5. We then decided that we were going to turn the Woot text platform into version 6. So we decided to hold the price. So for about another week, you can get the Wrecking Ball SMS system for $47 per month. Okay? First of the year, at the latest, the price doubles at a minimum. It's going up to at least $100 a month. We think we're probably going to $147 a month because it is the most robust SMS platform out there, and it's completely white label. So that's more than fair. If you want access to the 69696 shortcode and access to the keyword auction, that's $27 per month. Okay? So basically, for under $75 a month, you own your own shortcode enabled SMS company. Okay? Rex says, Dave, best purchase I've ever made. Saw the value long ago. Can't believe you're selling it this cheap. Yeah, I hear ya. Is there training videos on how to brand the white label? There is for the version 5. It's pretty simple. There will be for the version 6. Pierre, I don't know if there are shortcodes available in Australia. Twilio has said to me on the phone that Australia is coming at the first of the year. Now, I'm going to assume that they're talking about long codes, but I don't know if there are shortcodes available. As soon as they make that move, we will find out. Stacy says, what if we're already WB SMS owners? If you're already a Wrecking Ball SMS owner, then you get version 6 for free. Okay? Not for free, for what your current price contract is at. If you want access to the 69696 shortcode, it's $27 a month. That allows you to participate in the keyword auction for premium keywords, non-premium keywords, which would be Pizza 1, Pizza 2, Pizza 1357. Those kinds of things are $2 per month per keyword. And SMS credits will be sold in packages between 2.5 cents and 5 cents per text credit. Okay. Richard says, if we're already customers, can we add the short code later? You can, Richard, but we are strictly limiting the amount of people that have access to the short code to 150. Okay. We can't sell, I don't want to sell 400 seats on the short code. It's never going to work. There's going to be too many people fighting over keywords. We want to make sure that it stays exclusive. So yes, you can add the short code later if there's room, but if 150 people sign up tonight, we're full and it's over. And that's just all there is to it. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Rich says, I understand. I'm very happy to hear that you're doing that. So the short code is 27 a month plus X per month per keyword. Yes, that's correct, Bernie. Which equates out still to one heck of a deal. There are other systems out there that give you one keyword and they charge you $75 a month and they're on a crappy short code and you don't have a shot in hell of getting pizza. And then if you want an additional keyword, they're $10 a month. So this is, without a doubt, the best deal going on an SMS platform and on an SMS short code. Okay? Correct, Jim. No, Wrecking Ball SMS is not free. It's $47 per month. Yeah, Mario, it is a huge deal. It's unbelievably cheap. You're absolutely right. If you want to pick up the Wrecking Ball SMS system, or you already have the Wrecking Ball SMS system, you can go right back to where you signed up for this webinar at wreckingballsms.com/V6. Okay? Amadi says, can you do both long and short on V6 at the same time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Devin, Dave, I really want to get in, but I'm not clear on, do I have to pay for incoming SMS on the short code? Yes, you do. Yes, every text in and every text out burns 1 credit. Jay says you pay way more at Lime or Avid than WBSMS. It's a bargain. I can't believe you're doing this. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Does the system generate random 4-digit short codes? I don't know what that means necessarily. There's a bunch of these. Do we need to buy tonight then? No, you don't need to buy tonight. If you want in on the short code, you have to buy before we have 150 people on the short code. That's what it comes down to. There will be a waiting list. Yep, absolutely. Once we're full up, we'll publish a place where you can sign up to get on a waiting list. One gone. Let's see. So do we do the $2 per month for the short code we want? Or do we have to get this 69696 short code? No. The $2 per month is for a keyword on the 69696 short code. Okay? If you want your own short code, you can go to Twilio and you can get that. It will cost you $1,000 a month for a random and $1,500 a month for a vanity. Okay. Yeah, Lawrence. When we make the move to Australia, you've been with me for a long time, Lawrence. Don't worry about it. We'll get you in there at this price. I promise you. I know you've been hanging on for a year waiting on them. So let's see. Alexa keeps calling me Eric. I don't know why. Let's see. Ed says just signed up. I'm in. Lots of signups going on here, guys. Dave, I'm trying to manage my monthly costs. What's $7? Yeah, Mark, you don't need the $7 anymore. Just go into PayPal and cancel it. You're in the think tank anyway, so just go into PayPal and cancel it. Where do we go to sign up for the short code? You go to wreckingballsms.com/V6. There are 2 buy buttons on that page. The top one is to sign up for Wrecking Ball SMS. if you're not a Wrecking Ball SMS customer. If you scroll down the page a little bit, if you're already a Wrecking Ball SMS customer, but you want access to the short code, that's the second button, okay? Here, you know what? Let me pop over to the page real quick just to make sure that everybody understands what's going on, and hit the refresh button. Okay, so if you're not a Wrecking Ball SMS customer, this is where you pick up the Wrecking Ball SMS customer. Right here you can see there's a note. After purchase, you will be returned to this page. So if you want to buy the short code, you can. Down here at the bottom, under this big red sign where it says sign up for the short code, is where you would sign up for the short code. And that's $27 a month. So if you're a Wrecking Ball SMS customer and you just want the short code, this is where you do it. If you're not a Wrecking Ball SMS customer and you want to jump on the Wrecking Ball SMS system, this is where you do it. Once you make this purchase, you'll be returned to this page where you can sign up for the short code. If you return to this page but you don't want the short code, simply click this link and we'll get you all set up on your Wrecking Ball SMS system. Let's see. If we're UK based, can we sign up and sell the short code service to US clients? Absolutely, Jeff. Yeah, there's no reason you couldn't work the US from the UK. If you want to do that, you can do that. Can I migrate over any phone flows? Yeah, we're working on a way, Simon, so you'll be able to migrate everything over. Campaigns, phone flows, all of it. So that's our plan for version 6. We want it to be a straight up transition update, just like a version 5.5 is now. Okay. Mark says, are we paying for something that we can't use right now? If you're talking about the short code, yes, you are, Mark. Excuse me. If you're talking about the Wrecking Ball SMS system, no. You can immediately install version 5 and start using it. And when version 6 comes out of beta, you can update to version 6. We are selling the short code out as an early bird tonight for the $27 a month access, and we are limiting that to 150 people. Okay? So Brad says, so is the $27 a month on top of our current Wrecking Ball system? Yes, it is. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to buy the short code. You don't have to buy access to the short code system at all. There's lots of people that have made lots of money just using the long codes on Wrecking Ball SMS, so you don't need to buy this. If you're a current Wrecking Ball SMS customer, doesn't matter what you're paying or what you paid, you're getting version 6 as an update. So there's no additional charge for version 6 if you're a customer. However, many of you have asked over and over and over and over again, when's the short code coming? So it's here now. Okay? I shouldn't say it's here now. It's here the first of the year. But the keyword auction is going to start in about a week and a half, and this is where you get it. WreckingBallSMS.com/V6, as in version 6, and sign up right here for $27. Okay? Will version 6 work with any autoresponder system? I don't know about any, Roy. We're definitely integrating with 5 of them that I'm aware of, which will be Aweber, MailChimp, Constant Contact, iContact, and can't remember the 5th one. I can get that information to you. No, you cannot use the short code immediately. We have to get through the auction, and the short code will not work with version 5. So the short code will not work with version 5. You will have to get version 6 updated, which should be the first week in January, no later than January 15th. Okay? Bruce says JV Zoo isn't handling the load, just got an error and timed out. Instead of sending a second payment through, Bruce, why don't you put in a support ticket and let us take a look at that? I'll make sure and make a note that you got timed out. There's a support link at the bottom of this page right here, and just punch in a support ticket, okay? And we'll check it out and make sure that that payment went through. Let's see. Bill says the same thing. He's got a problem at JV Zoo. PayPal went okay, but JV Zoo effed me. God, it looks like there's a few of those going on. Put in a support ticket. Don't make a second payment. Just put in a support ticket. Norman says, if I'm in the Thursday Think Tank, do I need to pay the short code? Yes, this is a completely separate thing from Thursday Think Tank. All we're looking to do here on the short code is recoup costs, guys. That's all we're doing. The carrier approval process was long and expensive, and short codes cost a lot of money. Okay. Julie says, how will I be billed for SMS credits? You will buy SMS credits for the short code in advance, and they will be tracked inside of the dashboard. So you will constantly know how many credits you have remaining, and then there's a button in here to just come in and buy more short codes. Ed says, how do we request...
Make it real simple for you. It's going to be no different than how you're operating with Twilio right now. It's going to operate the same way.
Exact same way. Ed says, how can we request non-premium short codes? We'll have a spot up for you to do that, Ed, over on WootText. It's not there now. It is, but it's buried. You can't get to it at the moment. But we'll have a place for you to do that. And anything that's not on the premium list, if it's not taken, you get it. There's no argument.
You're going to be able to add those from your system as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's why we bring Ed on the call, guys. I didn't even know we were doing that. So
what's going to happen? Hey, Dave, do you want to go to click on the Home tab real quick inside Woot? Go to Add Credits, the button to the left.
My mouse just there it is.
During this process, when you add a shortcode keyword, you type in the keyword and it'll tell you if it's taken or not.
Got it. And look at what I just did. Everybody on the call just accidentally got a $3 per keyword discount. Oops. Because I said $2, it'll be $2, even though we got 5 on the button here. Was it supposed to be 5, Ed?
Yes, it was.
Shit. See how I am? All right, well, non-premiums are now $2 per short code per month, guys. I just gave everybody a 60% discount on non-premium keywords on this call tonight. Oops. God, I hope that don't screw our math up. Oh well. We'll deal with it. Is your screen showing yet? Yes, my screen is showing. A lot of people are saying they had problems over at JV Zoo. PayPal went through. Chris says signed up no problem. Rex says PayPal's blowing up now. Yeah, if you bought in and it looked like PayPal went through, don't do a second one. Don't do a second purchase. Just put in a support ticket, guys, and we'll dig into it and we'll make sure everybody that bought is taken care of. So,
yeah, if your payment did go through, sometimes what JV Zoo will do is it'll actually send it to you an hour later, the confirmation of payment.
Yeah, so it's entirely possible that it's queued up over at JV Zoo, and once their system catches up, you'll get an email. But if not, throw a support ticket in, and we'll take care of it. Mark says, I'm a Think Tank member. Can I stop paying the $7 a month for reporting? Yes, you can, Mark. If you're a Think Tank member, you get that reporting as part of the Think Tank. Tony says, very fair deal. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? Got your email the other day. Appreciate the kind words. I really do. I meant to respond, and like I said, I've been a little tied up with surgery over the last weekend, but I really appreciate the email that you sent. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Never got a redirect back to the short code page. Just bought Wrecking Ball version. Just bought Wrecking Ball. You can just go right back to Wrecking Ball SMS /V6. If for some reason JV Zoo didn't send you back there, you can jump back over there. Julie says, will there be a minimum buy? On what, Julie? No, Daniel. The credits, short code credits are rollover. Will there be an affiliate link like there is now for clients that just want to buy it themselves? Yeah, Al, we can do that. We don't have it up right now, because we just wanted to service the people that, are already familiar with the platform. But I can get you a link, Al. I know that's kind of your gig, so we'll take care of that. No problem. Hit me on Skype, brother, uh, and we'll probably raise the price up to where it ought to be and get you an affiliate link. Um, let's see. What if my SMS campaigns won't start till February? I don't understand that question, Chris. If you're asking what if my campaigns won't start till February, should I buy now? If that's the question, yeah, you probably should, because it'll still be cheaper for you to pay 2 months at this price than 1 month at the February price. So you would be locked in. Um, let's see. Do you get a low credit alert? Yes, you do, Rick. Pret says, this is going to be big, Dave. You really ought to start shopping for more short codes right now. Yeah, Brian says, had a problem too, wasn't redirected after the $47 purchase, but I want the short code. Should I just go back and do that? Yeah, Brett, I would say if you weren't redirected back to the page, you should pop back over to wreckingballsms.com/V6 and sign up for the short code. Let's see. I don't know what I did, but there's an awful lot of more drugs for Dave and laugh out louds in here from a few minutes ago. I must have done something funny. Oh, that was about the $2 versus $5 thing. Yeah. Oops. Ken says, I'm an existing Wrecking Ball client, still trying to wrap my head around V5, but that you're giving us V6 for the same price is really appreciated in all caps. You're welcome, Ken. For those of you that are new to the Wrecking Ball team, and when I say team, I mean it, because it's not just me. Obviously, there's Ed Hopkins and Eric Street and Phil Nouse are important parts of the team, important members of the team, and we couldn't do any of this without them. Hang on, guys. Damn, that one hurt. I couldn't do any of this stuff without them. But if you're new to the Wrecking Ball team, I think you're going to find that you've joined the right team. Okay, there's not another there's just not another company out there that's as committed to support and customer service as we are, and that's just the God's honest truth. As a matter of fact, if you're new, what I'm going to do right now, hey guys, if you've been with me for more than 6 months, do we have the best customer service in the business, and do we care more about our customers than anybody else on the planet? Just punch it into the question box real quick. I know you guys can't see the question box, but I'm going to show you this just so everybody's clear that, I'm not making this up. I don't know if that worked or not. Can you guys see that? Last time I did this on a webinar, it worked pretty good. I'm not sure. Yeah, my mouse is all jacked up. There, can you guys see that? There's the answers we just got asking that question. So it's no joke. We take it very, very, very seriously. And, we want to see everybody succeed. We literally, we go so far out of our way to make sure everybody gets what they need. Yeah, I could read the wonderful comments from everybody. Dave says, damn, I didn't make the screenshot. Now I can't sign autographs. That's awesome. Let's see, Dave, I have a few big clients. They have at least 15 or more stores. I have some specific questions as they relate to features and functionalities they are wanting. I have a meeting on Friday with 2 of the big accounts and need these questions answered. John, do you have me on Skype? Find me on Skype, John. I'll take care of any of your questions. If you guys are looking for me, let me just do this. If you don't have me on Skype, you can find me right there, all one word. I can't even spell right tonight. That's how you find me on Skype, right there. Just Dave Igo, all one word. Just put in a contact request. I'll be more than happy to talk to you, John, and get all your questions answered. Um, let's see. Let's see. Do you have where'd it go? Do you have a template we can use for the homepage of our site? We don't have a template, so to speak, Keith. We have a front end client lead management system called SPS, or the SMS prospecting system, and we will make sure that we need to do another webinar about that because there's an awful lot of questions about that. Let's see. Let's see. I signed up last night. Is it possible for Jason Bell to get the credit he deserves? I'm his student. He probably did, Mario. We made sure that all of this stuff is tracking. So if Jason sent you here, we want to make sure that that's acknowledged, and we want to take good care of Jason too. So, Jason Bell, incidentally, you guys, in my opinion, best SMS training ever. Better than my $1,000 a day method. If you guys are looking for SMS training and you really want a system that gives it to you A, B, C, D, step by step, I can't recommend Jason Bell's training enough, you guys. And let's see. John says, just tell him to go buy now in all caps. You guys rock. Keep up the great work. Do it on the think tank. What, Rex? The Q&A? Is that what you were saying, Rex? Yeah, Keith says Jason Bell rocks. Yeah, Rex, that's not a bad idea. I'll put that together. Sorry, joined late. Will there be a recording? Yes, there will be. We'll get it up as quickly as possible. Where do we find Jason Bell's training? I'm getting a lot of that. You know what? We're going to put a link in the members area, probably overnight tonight. You know what? I'll send an email out tomorrow about Jason's training, because he's got absolutely the best step-by-step ABC training for SMS that I've ever seen. When he originally showed it to me, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can't dig up a link here, and I'll throw it into the chat box. When he showed it to me, I couldn't believe how complete it was. I'd never seen such a system before that was so complete about SMS. I mean, I thought my $1,000 a day system was really, really good. But Jason's training is so much better than my $1,000 a day system, and that's just the truth. Here, let me put this in the chat. If you guys are looking for the best SMS training out there, that's the Warrior. Yeah, I think it's Jason. Is it still live? I just gave that link out. Is it still live at the Warrior Forum, or did you close it? No, it's still live. Okay, perfect. So yeah, if you guys want it, I can't recommend it highly enough. Let's see. List of keywords that are going to be auctioned, and the starting bids. Need to put some cash in the PayPal. We'll be posting that list soon to the people that bought into keyword auction, and I mean, we're going to set a real low, like a $5 per keyword reserve. We're not going to be setting any $100 reserves or anything like that. You know, because the reality is, if somebody's not willing to pay $5 a month for the keyword pizza, we'll keep it for $5 a month. So, let's see. Arthur says, I have shortcode customers on another platform. Will we be able to import CSVs? Yes, you can. Yes, yeah, you'll be able to move your customers. That's not a problem. On an import of phone numbers, we're going to do like most email providers do, and we're going to want to know where that list came from, and make sure and make you jump through some hoops, because we don't just want you buying lists of phone numbers on eBay. That would cause a problem. Let's see. Dudley says, I own several of your products. Can I make a one-time payment to upgrade Wrecking Ball? No. We don't do that anymore, Dudley. We just don't do it. We can't support the platform. We can't continue to develop new things like this version 6 on one-time prices. The software has sold for a one-time price. For those of you that have been with us for a year, you got one hell of a deal because, as we said, we've honored all of our legacy members that bought in for $131 last November, have gotten all 5, now 6 version updates. But we just can't do that anymore. So if you bought in way early on, you got a heck of a deal. But we don't do the one-time payment thing anymore. We just don't. For the same reason that no other major software companies do that. Aweber won't give you a one-time payment. It doesn't support development. And that's what we want to do, is support development. So how will QR codes be integrated in version? Well, QR codes, you'll have complete QR code generation inside of the system. So, and within the coupon builder, you'll be able to schedule campaigns and QR code rotation and all of those kinds of things. So let's see. Jeff says, for all of the legacy members, thanks, Dave. You're very welcome, Jeff. Good to see you on the call, by the way. Haven't seen your name in quite some time. What are the requirements, hardware requirements for self-hosted Wrecking Ball version 6? They're very light. And any cPanel, any hosting is going to be just fine. You don't need anything fancy. A HostGator baby plan for $4.99 a month takes care of it just fine. It's a fairly lightweight script. It really is. Will we have training on using the shortcodes? Yes, absolutely, Kenny. We're working on the training now. Mark says, you guys are very honorable as a legacy member. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Dwayne says, please let me know where the replay of this will be. I've already signed up, but now I have another meeting. Yeah, we'll put the replay up right on this page, wreckingpaulsms.com/V6. I should be able to get it up tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be right there for a couple of days, and we'll get an email out for everybody. Will the coupon builder be able to actually build real coupons that'll integrate with V6? Yes, absolutely. John, if you're not a member of the Thursday Think Tank, the new coupon, it's not really just a coupon builder. It actually builds mobile coupons, squeeze pages, and landing pages, and it is the best system going. It does geo-targeting, so you can put up one link or one QR code all over town, and you can decide what coupon they get at different times of different days. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then on top of that, let's say you're working with a pizza chain that has 13 stores all over town. You can distribute that one link, and whichever coupon they're closest to by address, they get. So you can run a deeper discount at that one store that's struggling a little harder. So it's the only mobile coupon builder I'm aware of that geo-targets on a campaign-by-campaign basis. And that'll be built into version 6 as well. Michael says, hey, Dave, I'm just getting started. Are shortcodes really that big of a deal for me at this point? You know, Michael, my honest answer to that is no. Go out and get yourself some clients. There are plenty of clients that don't know the difference between a shortcode and a long code. I've made a ton of money with nothing but long codes. Now, many clients are going to want a short code because that's what they see on The Voice. That's what they hear on the radio. That's what they see on the billboards, right? So their perception is that professionalism. But if you're going to go out and land some clients, a Bob's Pet Food client, or Dan's Auto Repair, where his list is never going to be more than 300-400 people, a long code's going to serve you just fine. Is the reality. In the local space, a long code will typically get a slightly higher open rate than a short code, but short codes have their place as well. So if you're really going to build an SMS business, you're probably going to have a need for both. If you're just getting started, you're going to be just fine with long codes. Okay, that's my honest answer for you, sir. Lance says, did I hear you say that version 6 will be able to rotate QR code landing pages? Yes, you did, Lance. Is there a way to get into your think tank or other groups? Yeah, there is, Pete. I don't have a link. I don't even know. I don't even know if we've got a sign-up page up for the think tank right now. Let me take a look here. Let me see if we got one up. I don't think that we do, guys. But let me look. Let me look. Yeah, if you're not in the Thursday think tank, you're missing out on a crap load of good stuff. I can promise you that. It's one of the, well, it's the premier mastermind group for the offline space. There's just no getting around it. Yeah, Jonathan says, what about affiliate links for Thursday Think Tank? Yeah, they're coming, Jonathan. We want to be able to let you guys refer your friends and colleagues. So we're working on that as we speak. I don't know if this is working or not. Let me check it out. Yes, we do have a link up for the Thursday Think Tank. Oh yeah, because we put it up for Magic Box. If you go to thursdaythinktank.com/join, you can get into the Thursday Think Tank here. Okay, and there's videos here that'll tell you all about it. So if you're interested in that, that's where you do it. Let's see. Yeah, let me put that up here. Lots of questions. So it's Thursday Think Tank /join, just like that. And there's all kinds of videos that tell you about it. Can you do appointment reminders with the scheduler like for Dr. Stennis? Yeah, you betcha, Bruce. We wouldn't build a whole new platform if it didn't, if it didn't just kick vicious amounts of ass. Alexa says Thursday Think Tank beats the heck out of several other mastermind groups we've joined and then canceled. Yeah, we try real hard. Joe says, to make sure I understand, if I bought WBSMS back in March on a one-time payment, do I need to now start making a monthly payment to get to version 6? No, Joe, you don't. If you bought on a one-time payment back in March, then version 6 is just the next version upgrade for you, and there are no additional costs. If you want to start using our shared short code, then that's an additional $27 a month, and you can pick that up at wreckingballsms.com/V6. Can we integrate send-out cards with V6? Brian, what's a send-out card? I've never heard that term before, send-out card. Mario says, oh, a V card. Gotcha. Yeah, you can. We don't have a generator in the platform currently, but I think we could probably put one in by leveraging an API. We'll take a look at it, but for sure you can use an external vCard generator and send them out. That's not an issue. Let's see. Can you spend a minute talking about how the Magic Box and version 6.0 will dovetail together? Just like the Magic Box and version 5.0 dovetail together, Anthony. The Magic Box software will be able to trigger a campaign inside of version 6, just like it can in version 5. Dave, will we be able to pause our shortcode subscription if needed? I'll have to come back to that one, Terry. I'll have to come back to that one. I don't know. I don't want to just spout off an answer on that and wind up being wrong and causing problems. So, Lou, not to gouge, says, Lou says not to gouge, but if I'm running shortcodes and long codes on my platform, should I be charging my clients extra for shortcodes? I think you should, Lou. I don't think it should be a ridiculous amount, but yeah, I think you should. It's a premium service. It demands a premium price. Okay? So, and very frankly, with the version 6, you should probably be upping your prices anyways because there's so much going on in there that they can't get anyplace else. I mean, you literally have a monopoly on most of this functionality. So, um, Joe says, if you truly want a profitable biz, get in TTT. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate the endorsement. Um, oh, where's the replay from the Magic Box webinar? It's up on ThursdayThinkTank.com/join. That's where that replay is up. So you can watch it right there. Arthur says, what is the Magic Box? Go to ThursdayThinkTank.com/join. Check out the top video. I'll show it to you. This is another piece of software that we developed that our friend Ken Anderson has pioneered. The business model behind it. I'm moving GoToWebinar questions out of the way here. But what it's an SMS-based fishbowl lottery. You can see right here in the corner of the video. If I scroll down just a little bit. And what it does is it collects mobile phone number opt-ins, like a point of purchase display. So you can watch this video. I'll tell you all about it. It's at ThursdayThinkTank.com/join is where that replay is. Yeah, they have to get in. Yeah, the only way to get the Magic Box software is to be a Thursday Think Tank member. That's correct, Joe. Chris asks, in pricing our campaigns, will there be pricing training for those of us who are new? Inside of the Wrecking Ball SMS members area, we do give you access to my $1,000 day offline Empire WSO. That does have some pretty complete pricing guides in it. I would highly recommend Jason Bell's mobile product. There's a link in the chat box. I think that goes into it a lot deeper than I did. I'm kind of a believer that everything should be negotiated on a client-by-client basis, and Jason's adopted that approach as well, but a little more systematically than I ever did. So, is there something wrong with the Think Tank right now? There's no links to access the content. For those, yeah, we're in the process of changing over our server to something much, much faster. So if you're trying to log into Thursday Think Tank and there's missing links, give it 10-15 minutes, check it out again. So there's some things in transition over there right now. Let's see. Jason says, got it from you, Dave. You're awesome. Thanks, brother. Back at you, man. Back at you. Yeah, huge, super success story, Jason Bell, you guys. Follow him. Learn everything that you can from him. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of stuff in the question box about pausing that shortcode membership. Why that's a bad idea. I'm going to have to put some thought into that. I'm leaning towards no. You won't be able to pause it and retain your keywords. I mean, I just don't see a situation where that's going to work out. Does Magic Box come with Thursday Think Tank membership? Yes, it does. Dave, can you summarize the costs again? Yep, one last time, and then we'll wrap it up. You guys can hear my voice is going away, and I got to go lay down, very frankly. I'm in a lot of pain. If you're not a Wrecking Ball SMS customer, Wrecking Ball SMS is $47 per month. It is the only completely brandable, completely white label, ultra robust SMS platform on the planet. It does so much stuff that no other SMS platform on the planet is even capable of doing. Loyalty campaigns, viral campaigns, polling, trivia, surveys, all via text message, and it's $47 a month. If you're a Wrecking Ball customer, or if you become a Wrecking Ball customer tonight, and you want access to the new 69696 short code, that is $27 per month. Premium keywords, which is a list of about 350 keywords, pizza, beer, oil, will be auctioned off to the highest bidder. The keyword auction is going to start the week of the 25th. The shortcode and version 6 go live right around the 15th of January, probably a little bit before that. Okay? SMS credits for the short code, depending on the package that you buy, how many you buy in bulk, are going to range from 2.5 cents to 5 cents per text credit. The new version 6 platform still uses your Twilio account for long codes for full phone numbers. Okay, we're not scalping you for credits on long codes. You attach it to your Twilio account. It's $1 a phone number and a penny a text. You can pick up the Wrecking Ball SMS software for another couple of days at $47 a month. At the first of the year, at the latest, the price is going to double at a minimum, possibly going up 300% to $147 a month, which is still about half price in my opinion. But if you want it, you can get it right now at wreckingballsms.com/V6, as in version 6. That's wreckingballsms.com/V6. There's a support link at the bottom of that page. You can find me on Skype at Dave Igo if you have questions. I won't be answering any of them tonight, just so you know. And if you're interested in the Thursday Think Tank, you can check that out at thursdaythinktank.com/join. John says, thank you for never-ending value and your commitment to your members, Dave and team. You're very welcome, John. Thank you for the kind words. Scott says, thank you so much for this webinar. Great work. I can't believe you're here after surgery. Yeah, I guess I can't. My wife can't believe I'm doing this webinar tonight either, but it is what it is, what it is. I'm going to wrap it up, you guys, and go get myself a nice warm glass of water because the cold water hurts right now. If you have any questions, go to wreckingballsms.com/V as in Victor 6 and put in a support, hit the support link down at the bottom of the page. We'll answer any questions that you can. If you want access to the new 69696 short code, go to wreckingballsms.com/V6 and get yourself on that list because it is going fast. I can promise you that. And we're only going to take 150 people. Rex says, how many left? I don't know, Rex. I'm going to look as soon as we get off this call, and it's